I know you're playing a lot of 2K. What modes are you playing in?
I do a lot of play now. My career, I go to the park with like Donovan.
The view from the skies above. Now it's ended up. Yeah, and he has their confidence. David, thank you. As we approach the halfway mark, let's take a look at how everything stands out west. Taking a look at San Antonio. They're 8th in the conference and really looking to improve on the back end of the season.
And you know, for the Spurs, they had the kind of hot and cold start that we've kind of come to expect. Nothing that would indicate they're in for any kind of a breakout season.
They do look like they're the same kind of team they were last year. Good, but not special.
Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. They've got Jonas Valanciunas. Davis is out there with Irving. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Richardson in at the 3. And for the Spurs, they've got Griffin. Favors is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Rudy Gay. And it's Covington in at the 3 slot. Chris, if your team's style of play doesn't seem to be working, do you still have time within a season to change it?
There's always time. As long as everyone is on the same page. If something's not working, the worst thing you can do is to keep going in that direction. You need to bring everyone in, let them know the mistakes that we've made, let them know our new outlook, and ask everyone, are they in on it? And if they're not, those guys that aren't in on it, you stay in the locker room, we'll be back after the game. And if everyone's in on it, we're going to have a heck of a time. We're going to have a heck of a time because now we have a new outlook, and sometimes with a new outlook, it brings positive energy.
Spurs passing it around. Irving against Griffin. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Oh, yeah. That's the right way to play Griffin. Tough, physical defense, but even that isn't enough if you let him get inside.
Irving for 3. The shot misses. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. And going against Chicago, their first meeting of the season.
And just couldn't make the most of their meetings last year. Ended up splitting the season series.
Now here's Covington. Shot clock at 6. Here's Irving. Finished off the break.
Look at that. Irving just leaked out wonderfully in transition. He's a remarkable decision maker in fast break situations.
Pass to Porzingis. 1:46 left in the first quarter. Second chance shot. It's rebounded by Aldridge.
Playing him tough inside and preventing the layup. That'll get the whole team pumped up.
Irving kicks to Valanciunas. Back to Irving. Puts up a 3. Goes back up. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And there's the call. San Antonio the foul.
Whether he's starting or coming off the bench, Valanciunas is a nice piece to have. He's a big man who's a nightly double-double threat.
And the emphasis on mobility, a challenge for lumbering 7-footers like Valanciunas.
Well, yeah, I mean, you're not going to be the quickest when you're 7 feet tall, Kevin. I mean, in order to earn his keep, he has to be dominant inside. I mean, he has that capability.
Here's Irving. Derek Favors making his last shot. No good from Irving.
The defense has done a good job of forcing him into tough shots this quarter.
Here's Griffin. Banked in off the glass. Griffin's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Look at that. Griffin is such an incredible talent. He's made a living off finding ways to score through contact.
The pass to Aldridge. Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by the Spurs.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And that one is good.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Irving against Griffin. And the Bulls with another miss.
If his performance this quarter is any indication, I don't think he's the one who's going to let them out of the hole.
To the left wing. And no good. Trying to use the glass. And we reached the end of the first quarter. Spurs out in front. Kristaps Porzingis grew up in faraway Latvia.
My older brother, he was a big fan of NBA.
And Greg, that's something different now for foreign players, isn't it? A lot more exposure to the NBA.
And KP, a fan of the culture. You saw him in cornrows as a kid. I think that helped prepare him for the transition.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And looking at what we've seen from the Spurs so far, guys, what do you think?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
You're exactly right, GA. I mean, they've been quicker to the ball, showing great anticipation and terrific hustle.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Bulls. Richardson is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Davis in at the two-guard spot.
And see, Webb, you talk to the Bulls fans, and they are eager for a return to greatness.
Yeah, GA, it's been a long time since the Jordan era, and Bulls fans know it. But you know, GA, the Bulls have a very loyal group of fans. Their patience has been tested, though, but this team needs results.
Now here is Davis, following the shot by Rudy Gay to the left side wing. Valanciunas dishes to Richardson. With his first shot attempt, rebound San Antonio. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds now tonight. And that one's good by Gay. Gay's got the lead up to 7 now for San Antonio.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Irving with the bounce pass. Pass to Aldridge. Bulls moving the ball around. Richardson, no luck. Spurs leading by 7. Griffin looking around. It's deflected. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Well, maybe not the most well-known player in the league, but Josh Richardson has been a big source of offense, and Greggy's done it for a while now.
A bit of a specialist, but Richardson has no problem putting up and making threes.
Now here's Porzingis. A 24-point outing in their last game again.
But even more impressively was his shot blocking. I mean, by the end, they were afraid to bring the ball anywhere near him. Can you say intimidation?
Now here's Davis following the miss by Porzingis. 5 to shoot. Outside Irving. Aldridge trying to break free. That one's good. The San Antonio lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Kyrie Irving. Irving against Griffin. 1:15 left in the first half of the game. He can't hit that time. Richardson attacking. He nails it, and we're tied up.
Oh, don't forget about this fella for a second. He is the definition of dangerous.
Gay against Irving. Gay outside. Passes to Griffin. Kicks it out to Gay. Over Irving. A new 14-second shot clock for San Antonio. Second chance shot. Bank shot. No good. 2 for 1 opportunity here if they want it.
And no doubt, Kevin, if I'm them, I go for it.
Richardson finds Aldridge. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Here's Covington, and he uses both hands to jam it in.
Oh, man, using that burst of speed to his advantage, Covington looks to drop the hammer whenever he can.
Irving with it. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against the Magic in Orlando. And that one's good by Aldridge. Aldridge has got the game tied up here for the Bulls.
And I like the decision making. He's taking what the defense is willing to give.
Tie game in San Antonio. And we'll be back right after.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, a pretty close game for the Spurs throughout the first quarter. They saw their lead grow to a high water mark of Thanks for joining us.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And it's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. While we've got a moment, let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. On the court right now for the Spurs, Rudy Gay is out there with Griffin. Then there's Favors. Then it's Robert Covington, and it's Porzingis in at the center position. Porzingis with the block.
And with his length, Porzingis can be very disruptive on D. Not easy to get the shot off over that huge frame.
The drive by Gay. And good that time. Gay's got his second basket of the game. And we've seen stars, Chris, get suspended in the playoffs for having 7 technical fouls. Should we modify that rule at all, do you think?
I think it can be tweaked if everyone agrees on it. But for me personally, I don't think that we've had enough superstar players get suspended with that rule to say let's change the number. We definitely want superstar players to play in the playoffs, to play for their fans. But we also want to keep the integrity of the game. And if technicals means I get to yell at the referee more, well, then maybe I just have to have more discipline on my end and say, wait a minute, I can't do this because it's going to hurt the team. So I'm not sure about that yet. Oh, well, Kev, you know I always appreciate when a big man can create for others. And Blake Griffin, he's one of the best in the game in that regard. Such a fantastic passer. Working as hard as anybody for that rebound. That's not an easy one to corral.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Kevin, Josh Richardson has made himself into one of the top defensive wings in the league. Richardson says there's a certain competitiveness that comes with being a good defender. The defensive end takes will, and I have a lot of it. Kevin J. Rich is self-described as super competitive, and that edge is what drives him.
It sure is. That's what it takes. Thank you, David. Chris, you almost forget just how big Griffin is because of how smoothly he can facilitate for others.
Yeah, Kevin, and I hate when people say he's a good passer for a big man. I mean, what type of caveat is that? He's just a good passer. He has great vision, superb timing, and that's why he's always been near the top in assists for bigs.
Outside Aldridge. 1:46 left to play in the third. Six on the shot clock. Here's Davis. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Davis has got his first points of the game. Here's Griffin. He's got 10. Outside Covington. Pass to Porzingis. Back to Covington. Three-pointer. Here's Favors. Gets the bucket and the foul. It's on LaMarcus Aldridge.
Toughness and energy on the boards, and an easy putback to show for it.
The Spurs have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. Bulls trail by 3. Now Irving. 9 points in the game so far. Count it.
He had to battle through some tough shooting problems in the first half. I mean, give him credit. It's been much easier for him in the second.
Gay passes to Griffin. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
An absolute behemoth inside. Griffin excels at using his size and athleticism to draw the foul.
And he sinks the second. 44 seconds left to play here in the third. Outside, Davis. There's the pass to Aldridge. Gay with the block.
And Gay has put a ton of work into his defense over the years, specifically how he times blocking those shots.
Covington dishes to Gay. Covington kicks to Gay. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Just 5 to shoot. Griffin passes to Favors. Count that bucket. Favors has got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, this is what Griffin gives you. Excellent vision, excellent decision-making with the ball in his hands.
And we've reached the end of the third. Spurs lead by 4. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Makes it a tough play to defend because you also have to guard against him taking it himself.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. So for Chicago right now, Jonas Valanciunas is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. And there's Davis. Then there's Irving. And it's Richardson in at the 3 spot. Here's Griffin. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Wow, look at the coordination, the strength Griffin possesses. Taking the punishment like a champ and still finishing.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
Knocked away. Porzingis with the ball. Guarded now by Irving. Here's Gay. It's hauled in by the Bulls.
He's done a lot of the little things to help put them in front. But his offense has not been there for him tonight.
Aldridge. And too long on the shot.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
You're exactly right. That's the kind of shot they're trying to work for at their offensive level. He is a fantastic athlete for a power forward. Whatever he lacks in height, he makes up for with hops.
Davis looking for an opening. Lock at 6. Pass to Aldridge. Over Gay. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
You know what a counter competitor he is? I know he's upset with his performance and with the score.
And it's sent back by Irving.
Nice defense by Irving. He averages less than a half a block a game, but gets all of that.
Richardson kicks to Aldridge. Gay against Irving. Back to Aldridge. Over Porzingis. And the shot is good. The Spurs lead has been cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from Aldridge.
Now, some folks can call Irving too much of a gunner, but he keeps showing he can pass with the best of them.
Pass to Griffin. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving. Good on the first, and that stretches their lead to 8.
I'm not the first to say it, and I'm sure I won't be the last, but Griffin is one of the most physically gifted players that this game has ever seen. I don't think there's any doubt about that.
Pass to Aldridge. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Now here's Griffin. Gay kicks to Porzingis. And here's Griffin. Back to Porzingis. Outside Griffin. The offensive rebound.
I love his work ethic, not to mention his hands. You need both to convert those tidbits.
And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up toward the Chicago Bulls. 11-point game. Those 3-pointers off the mark.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time. And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Spurs.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game. And I think ultimately that earned the W.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year. And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Blake Griffin.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Here's Favors, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Favors has got the lead up to 13 now for San Antonio.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And you know they are, sure. I mean, come on, the finish line is in sight. All they have to do is play it smart.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for...